Okay, here we are again. It's been a long time. This is more of a test than anything. I've been having some issues with the controller in particular just now. So if things go a bit pear-shaped, that will be why. Otherwise, this is any percent no mission 2. So this is a category that skips Shadow because Shadow is essentially a nearly 20-minute auto-scroller in an otherwise pretty short and fast-paced game. So this category actually makes a lot of sense and is probably more of a true any percent, just because as we know, the game has a lot of lag too. So the longer you play the game, the more that lag adds up, etc. I don't really need to explain why this category is much more appealing than regular any percent. So if I stick with this for a bit, I imagine this will be more optimized than regular any percent. So I actually didn't check what the current record is, but I think to start off with, I'll go for 30 minutes. That seems pretty reasonable to me. So I will check what the current record is. I doubt it will be difficult to beat because first of all I'm on emulator, and second of all none of the other categories have been difficult at all. So any percent no mission 2. The current record is 35.04. Okay. And that was a year ago by the same guy who used to have the any percent record before I took it away from him. So 35.04 is our light goal. The true goal is going to be 30 minutes, at least to begin with. So I'll do a full run, just a complete tester, because I haven't played this game in a long time. Plus I want to see if there's anything going on with this new PCSX2 update that seems to have destroyed my controller. But I don't think there's any reason to delay this anymore, so we'll do our tester run right now. And it didn't work. That paused the game. That's not good. Okay, false start there. So, I've just now learned 10 seconds ago that pressing spacebar pauses the game, which I don't want. So I tell you what, instead of changing that, I'm going to change my button to start. So I'm going to make it... You kind of want it to be the spacebar though, don't you? What could I possibly use instead? I can't even use the function button. Left shift. Okay, it'll have to do. Okay, mulligan. But we'll do it again. So my menuing has gone down the pod. I remember that doing mood with that acceleration modification, it seems to work a bit better. But maybe the car will be a bit more difficult to control, I don't know. Most obvious thing is that I absolutely must shift the view. Otherwise, I think I'll remember pretty much all of the routes for the rest of these missions. I mean, there's not much to it. Okay, we're having some analog issues, I can tell right away. That's pretty terrible. I could probably play this game without the analog stick, but it wouldn't be very fun. It wouldn't be so easy to control anyway. Wow, this is terrible. What the hell is going on? Something's wrong with the analog stick. It's drifting a hell of a lot to the right. Look, I touched the right and it just sent me all the way to the right. That's something... I don't know if that's to do with this controller or if that's to do with the settings. Also, I've changed the acceleration the wrong way, so this is an absolute bust. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that any run I do will be better than that absolute shambles. So I'm gonna change the controller. I would like to just get this pretty autonomous, to be honest. Look at this crap. I swear down, there's no way both of my PS2 controllers have this issue. Like, what is this, man? Just stop! Why does it need to drift like this? I really can't understand what's going on right now. Just do me half a favour. And let me have a second look at the controllers here. I don't think there's anything, it can't be something wrong with the analog. I think it's something wrong with the settings. So what I'm going to do is just stare at this screen for a little minute. Because it does seem to be the left analog stick is the issue right now, and nothing else. So what could it possibly be? I mean, the bindings are literally just that. I think it's something to do with the analog button, you know. But when I press the analog button, it opens the Steam menu. Like, what the hell is that? Don't do it. What does the analog button even do? I press it and the Steam comes up. But I think that's what's screwing it up, to be honest with you. Look, I mean, there's clearly still something up. The thing is, this was never an issue until the new PCSX2 came out, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But it's exhausting, right? I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna have to do it without the analog stick, which sucks, but I cannot figure out what's going on here. So, see you later. There's gonna be no left stick bindings, and let's see if that fixes anything. No, it hasn't done anything, so what the hell? I've literally deactivated the left stick, and left still works. Left stick still works. So I have a feeling I'm going to need to shut down the game and reload it. Gotta love starting off on a very frustrating note, not being able to get the game to work. Well, no, nothing wrong with the game, it's an analog stick. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And it's still working. Like, I've turned it off, man! What else can I possibly do? What's large motor? I don't care about the damn vibration. So this is absolutely mystifying to me. I can turn off the binding and it doesn't do anything. So what the hell? Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll just assign the entire analog stick to the right stick. The mouse click. And there's no way, right? There's no way this should work now. And it still works! What are you talking about, man? Can anybody explain this? It makes absolutely no sense. This analog stick is not connected to a single button here. And it's still doing things. So what? If I rebind it to, say, the scroll wheel, Right, that works, as it should. The scroll wheel is controlling the analog, but so is the stick. Why is the stick doing anything? You know what? I really don't know. But it's screwing the D-pad up as well. So this is just a joke. Let me see if I can actually drive without it being impossible. Because if I can still drive, then it's not an issue. The menu and stuff is a very small part of it. It shouldn't matter. But if when I'm driving, it's pulling me to the right, there's genuinely no point in even playing it again. But what I can't understand is why it's doing it with like all of my controllers. Oh, it's the same crap happening. It's a different controller than what I was just using. There's no way they have exactly the same issue. Okay, well, I kind of didn't want to fail actually. Oh, and that was the wrong button too.
All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Get going.
Okay, at least that still works.
Runabout 3.
I cannot suss this out. Like at all. Okay. I'm just gonna reset the mountain. See what that does. Absolutely nothing. Now I can't use this control, right? Because I've changed it all to keyboard vibes. That's fine. So. I'm going to try and do now. Just get rid of that analog stick. Why is anything going on in the game? Left trigger. What? You know, this is exhausting. I can't get the down to work either. How is this stick still working? I literally just deactivated it. Right? So what am I supposed to do? And what the hell is this? Why is the analog stick analog stick down is now the OK button? But it isn't. Let me just try this. Is there any explanation?
All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Get going.
Seems to be driving normally. That was my own. My own spin there. Okay. What? I didn't press anything. Okay. Can I do a run of this game is now the challenge. I don't know, but we'll try. So now, let's actually do this. First ever run of, hopefully completed run, of any % omission 2 by myself. Let's begin. And immediately the D-pad didn't work. Okay. That's what you want. Low acceleration.
Ready? Start your engine. Go!
I'm still not satisfied with the responsiveness of each. Well, the D-pad mainly. Everything else seems to be okay, but my directions are shockingly bad. The thing is, I can't use my Xbox One controller either, because that one genuinely does have stick drift, whereas for some reason that seems to have infected my PS2 controllers. So this is, I'm not bothered if this is a crap run, just as long as I can get the controller. Seemed like the brake was a bit slow there. That might be a result of the acceleration adjustment. Probably not though, because there is a braking thing you can do. Okay, that was a pretty good corner. So the point of changing the acceleration is that you're going very fast for the entirety of the mood, pretty much. So it's a mission where it definitely helps having a higher top speed. Muscle car normally goes about 230-ish, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Oh my gosh. How many G's is that? Like 20 G maybe? But that is the other thing, is that because you're going so fast, it's much easier to crash, and the car is more difficult to control. Although with it being the first mission of the game, it's probably a risk you can afford to take. Really, there's nothing new in this run. The only thing is, it's shorter. I don't have to consult a cheat sheet of Japanese characters either. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to take that slip road up the top. So one thing that's nice is that, because I've got this in windowed mode, I can actually see what frame rate the game is running at. Which I probably could have done before, but it's very obvious now. It just says FPS 30, so we're running as we should, I believe. No. Japanese version is 60 FPS, I think that's the video frame rate. I don't really know anything about it specifically, but it feels like it's running normally, so yeah. Oh, what's this guy doing? I'm hitting those barrels. My gosh. Okay. Having a crash like that in first person, I mean... Let's do a little crash at the end here to save ourselves a second. Okay, and I forgot that was there. This has been a really, really terrible first run, but it means that I got plenty to work with. Actually, in fact, I don't even need to do my crash because I'm already in such bad stead. I think I'll have lost time. We sort of want an average ending, not a bad one. Still, I think the bad one's quicker than the good one. What is it? I spam circle, right? Yes.
Ready?
And remember to use the NSX.
That's your ending.
I've reset the run.
Go!
Okay. This is a comedy of errors currently. Control resets and shift does it. I can't have that. Let's do some more calibration. Let's have caps lock. Yeah, caps lock will be our start one instead. Another do-over. I didn't actually mean that, but that's what we're doing. Take like 6 at this point.
Ready? That's your ending. Go!
Okay. At least have the chance to do this maybe a little more cleanly. I forget what sort of time is good for mood. Something like 3.5 minutes maybe. Real time. Maybe it's more than that. Not quite as good as the previous corner. So with the exception of some menuing, the car is actually controlling fine now. So I really don't know what was going on before. Something with the bindings, clearly. My gosh. Tell me that wasn't me just eating my words with that corner there. That forcing me into the wall. Surely not, right? Shocked I didn't attack that at all. So how fast do we go? Like 287? Even faster? Okay, we gotta consider that Shadow takes 18 minutes. My any percent time is 43:30. So 18 minutes after that, we're talking about 25 minutes, right? Which is about 10 minutes faster than the current record. Ow. Wow. Where am I? So maybe something like 25 minutes would be a good final goal, but not right now. Obviously not with a mistake like that. Okay, caps lock. I really wish it was the space bar, but I should probably adjust that, to be honest. That's useful if you're not doing a quote-unquote speed run. Okay, there. That was clean, actually. Make sure we don't recover it, and we did that. Very nice. Quickest cutscene. Wonderful. 3:45.
Ready? That's your ending. Go!
So takeaway. Takeaway is pretty tricky. I need to remember to select the NSX. And I'm not going to adjust anything in terms of the garage. I'm just going to drive it as I have. It's worked really well for me in the past. So,
All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
I think I do usually do Shadow third, so these first two missions are the same as it would be in 90% anyway. Oh wow, no, I saw that coming. No. What is the route? Oh yeah, I need the handbrake. What is the handbrake? R2? Is it R2? It's probably something I should know about. I don't know if it's R2 or not. But that was a pretty decent turnaround. You see? That's where the lag comes in. The game lagged to 20 FPS after that hit. And it's not even hitting 30 in this cobble Little Italy section, it's on 28. I don't know how you could have changed that. There's presumably no like, graphic setting. Okay, it's gotta be R2. Just pressing R1 there didn't do anything. Oh, that van changing lanes too. Is there any need? Okay. Not been a terrible takeaway so far, actually, besides that one crash at the beginning. And another crash right now. Takeaway is always going to be difficult. I don't see how you could make this mission easy. Traffic's random, so... And we got this bottleneck end too, haven't we? Right. What's this? What do I need to do here? Do I just... It's like that, yeah, and then there's a little fume right here, like that. Okay, that was clean. Very easy to get it wrong. And this first left, I think, is the one we want to do. No, it's not this, but we're going this way. To be honest, it's probably not much slower. Oh, come on. As if we hit an ambulance, though. Yeah, this is not the right direction. Wow, 20 FPS. That's another thing. Having a crash, not only does it slow you down in the game, but it slows the game down. Look at this, 18 FPS at the end. Great, well, we get to do cabby immediately now, instead of waiting for a lifetime.
Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
Really, I should be doing Steelback third, but for now I'm just going to keep the route as it is. Yeah, there isn't actually much menuing in this game, so maybe I was overreacting a bit. Well, I couldn't have that stick drift.
Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
Easier construction parts to manage. Just one corner. Yeah, well, what 20 FPS for what? You know, why does the FPS tank so much? It's got to be in specific parts every time. It's not random, so it's not such a bad thing. It just means the overall run will be slower than it possibly could be. So back to the question, like, how complex is this game? If it needs to slow down so much, it's probably just all the items, right? The object list has got to have a lot to do with it. And my favourite corner that's almost impossible to do without hitting is what, the taxi? 10 FPS? Okay, R2 is definitely not handbrake. Actually been a pretty good cabbie. Like, notwithstanding. This guy's going to try and screw me, but he's going to fail. Ah yeah, but the difficult part of cabbie is this ending bit, doing this cleanly. So... oh. Don't want to hit the fire hard either. So I'm going to have to change the map at some point. Right, it is... oh, it wasn't this way. I think I go all the way to the right then. And just the left here. Avoid the hole in the barrel. It's just a big mess of a section. I do think Cappy probably has some of the worst frame rates of any mission though. Which is strange. Well, anyway. The in-game time wasn't actually that much slower than the 2 minutes I would normally aim for. Gunpowder. Really much, as long as I don't crash, gunpowder's a pretty simple mission. Easy than tackle though. I think gunpowder, you've got to remember to select the NSX.
Clean this up, will ya? Go!
I don't think there's anything that would ever improve on gunpowder, really. It is as simple as it seems. Like, there's no way that cutting through the thing is going to be any quicker. There's no way the route that... I mean, this route isn't the quickest one. You wouldn't go left, surely. I think cutting through the building adds too much lag. And other than that, it's literally just one route, pretty much. So. Oh, the only thing that could be perhaps changed is the very end. Whether you go in the middle of the bridge or go to the left. Whether that slalom is quicker than the sort of chicane at the beginning, I don't know. It hasn't been tested. These school buses, man. Oh, no, that's right, so after this school bus you go into the right lane, stay there, and then you leave. It's as simple as that. Oh, nice one. Why even handbrake? There is no need. And this taxi's in the way of its too. Dude, why would you drive towards me? No logic. Good up until then. I don't mind having a lot of time to work with though. Seems ideal for a first run. Of course, we haven't even reached the RNG missions yet. Steelback's next. Steelback's the worst of all of them. Rescue isn't good, but at least there's only 3 options, and only one of them is really you got to restart. So Steelback is just there's no way, as far as I know, to control it. Having a faster top speed would be really good here, but I don't know if it's worth changing the acceleration or the top speed. Okay. I didn't even know there was a lip there. But that is astronomically terrible place to crash in
Clean this
Gunpowder.
up, will ya?
I highly doubt I've ever done that before. But it's the first one, I'm going to keep it.
Clean this up, will ya?
You live and learn. So what was I saying? Yeah, we figured out the Steelback. Like if you just force it so that... Well, there are 2 things actually, aren't there? Number 1, knowing which truck you need to get would probably be better than anything else, because then you're not wasting your time going for the littler trucks. But also being able to force it so that the trucks are somewhat near where you are and they're not all in just Grand Central Station. That's less likely. I think there may be some way of figuring out which truck is the right one in Steelback. There may be. Well, I couldn't think what it is. Initially I thought it was the speed at which the truck's driving, but I don't think it is, because I've had some trucks going really slowly that weren't even the main ones. If only they just made it a different colour or something, you know. I just don't think it's a very well designed mission Steelback. If they're gonna make the first like Spec A and B's requirements smaller than Spec R, you would think that you wouldn't have to get the most expensive truck. Like I say it every time, but why on earth aren't the totals of the smaller trucks equal to that 1.5 million? That would make so much sense. Because that would mean even if you didn't find the most expensive one, you would still get enough money. But what can I say? This game was made 22 years ago. I don't think we're gonna patch it now. So it's just strategizing. What is the best way? I think it really is, at least as it stands, Steelback is a blind chance. Which is why it would be better to do it 3rd and not 5th. But I don't know. Okay. Avoid the pillars this time. I can't believe it. Just absent-mindedly driving and then, oh, that's a 200 miles per hour. About 100 and something mile per hour crash. 0 chance of survival. Okay, a good 7-minute 16 gunpowder. Then we have our favourite. I need to adjust the map for Steelback.
Clean this up.
Do I remember how to do that? Maybe. I think you just go into settings, but it was a triple X to exit. That much I know. I would at least like this one to be shorter than the any percent, my any percent record. I mean, it would be pretty bad. I've lost like 5 minutes already, but it's surely not like 20 minutes. Yeah, it's that. I could have done that quicker, but it's fine.
Yahoo! 'Cause, yeah. 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 'Cause,
course, zooming out the map is useful for both steelback and rescue. We could do I could do rescue before fire, but I don't think that's really that necessary. Fire's only like 2 minutes. Rescue, I think, is more likely to figure out how we get the guy to spawn where we want him to spawn. But even then, it may just be completely random. You know, like Super Mario Brothers frame room, whatever. There's just no way of controlling it unless you start the game on a specific frame, in which case you could have a save state, but you'd need to be on the exact frame as you started. I just don't think there's any way. It's probably just selected completely at random, and also all the trucks are miles away, which is great. Not that this run was very good. I don't think it needed to be any worse. Like, what is this? Are they just a Grand Central Station? Is this guy? Yeah, they're all just in the top corner. Oh, and this guy's not even on this road. You've got to be kidding me, man. Okay, one of the trucks is there, and another one of the trucks is right here. You are... I can't see. It's not this one. Probably not the best course of action to have a head-on collision with the truck. Not this guy. And it's, of course, the first one. Wow, okay. Well, I emptied both of those trucks. Actually not a terrible steelback, because we're basically going to be just going back on ourselves. There's not any tomfoolery going up and down the map unless this guy turns a corner right now, but actually that's in the correct direction. And we're up on this plinth, which is, I mean, probably the most pointless area of the entire map. Come on, man. Really? Well, it was good. Well, I ended up there. Oh, just sod off, would you? You're empty. This is dire. I mean, I don't know if I could do a worse run if I was trying, you know, to actually do well. Okay. There, that's enough. But this mission just does suck. I think there's much we can do about that. I don't know how fast it's possible to do it. I would imagine the truck would be basically where the one to the right is right now, and it would be the one, whatever, $3 million truck. Like, what are the chances of that? I don't think they go on necessarily every single road. They definitely go on most. I'm just thinking of whether they have a predetermined path or something, but I just don't think that's the case. And I wouldn't have the analytical tools to figure it out. I mean, maybe you could follow a truck for a while, but I feel like a long time ago, I had seen one of the trucks just driving around Central Station. Like for a while, and that just doesn't seem like something that would be in the path. Okay, pay attention indeed. Let's not fail 2 missions right at the end. Also, I kind of want to go in at the other entrance, but it doesn't really make a difference. Oh my gosh, please no. I thought it was going to happen. Okay.
Goody.
Not very good steelback. Over 4 minutes on the timer.
We're flying now.
So fire.
Whoa.
Fire should always be good. There's no random elements in fire, and it's a pretty straightforward route. It's a quick mission. We'll see though. Fire is cut and dry. This route is got to be the quickest.
We're flying now.
One thing I need to remember is this road roller section. Which I think is about as simple as that, yeah, and then we kind of want to start braking.
Clear the area. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
Little tap of the handbrake. Very nice. That's a corner I overshoot quite often. And remember this light car. Okay. And we're at the mercy of the fire hydrants. I guess it's not really RNG, but the fire hydrants can send you in a pretty unusual direction. The fire apparently only drops the frames to 25. That doesn't seem right to me. It seems like it should go much slower knowing the game, but apparently not. This has been a pretty good mission, I gotta say. Definitely the best of any in this run. Not that that's saying much.
Goody.
Rescue. This is our second
We're flying now.
prayer mission, I guess we call it. So I'm gonna restart if he's in the terrible position, which he might be.
Clean this up, will ya? Go!
If he's in the middle, that's fine, we just roll with it. If he's on the left, oh come on, yeah, I mean, you just want to get that far, so that you know, but you can't have that, it takes far too long. It's not fun that it resets your thing. The middle's okay. I mean, how the hell? How do you screw this up this back? In a random horse and carriage? Like, come on. Oh, dinosaur bunkers. Pretty easy to... It's pretty easy to just go flying out of control on the drive, this specific drive, which is why the one just round the corner is the most desirable by far. But if this guy doesn't slow down too much, this one's also pretty quick. As far as controlling him going fast or slow, I don't know, honestly. Maybe you just gotta stay far enough away, but I don't see why it would make a difference. He's going fast now, but he could just slow down for no real reason. There he slowed down. I think it's random. Another random thing. You know, in the code it'll just be scripted to be generate random number, slow a car down. I mean, I don't know. You want to be close enough so that if there's a quick one, it doesn't screw you up. Put that. So, I don't know that this will necessarily even beat the current record. It really shouldn't, but I don't know how much of my time saves to do with emulation. Some of it, probably. Like I was on Japanese, console. Might not have been driving in first person. Well, it's going to be like close to the record, is what I was meaning to say there. Because what, it's 35 or 4. And we're about half an hour in. Crash, about a 5-minute mission. Oh, damn it. You just spam circle. I don't know how you could forget that. Number of times I've spammed circle on a mission.
Clean this up, will ya?
So, after Crash, we'll have our first completed run, which has so much time saved. Already well past the goal of 30 minutes, but with a full-on failed mission right at the end. Terrible steelback. Not amazing take. I mean, take was okay. Mistakes in cabbie. Rescue. Oh, yeah, rescue was alright to be fair. Nothing to write home about. It's up to fate how good this is. Crash is always at least a little bit, not scary, but nerve-wracking, because it's a bit like Takeaway. You can have a crash, but your crash in Takeaway is probably not going to fail the mission. In this one, if you have a bad enough crash, you're going into the water. The fact that the truck's following you doesn't really matter. So yeah, it's very tempting to just play Crash really safe. Of course, playing it safe doesn't give you a good time. So what I should do, right? This is one of the parts that sucks because you gotta drive up here. But what I'm thinking is I should just go on the other side of the road for that. I don't see why that would be any slower. It would be much safer. If you could skip cutscene skip, right? Cutscene skip would be mad. That's like a 15 seconds that happens. I'm assuming you can't just drive to the end, right? I never tried that, but there's no way. That would be a way of... I've never really thought, what would actually happen if you just ignored that? Something I might test. At some point, not now. I mean, there's no way to save your time, I don't think. You certainly shouldn't be able to complete the mission because the point of stopping there is that you get some sort of like secret item. Which you deliver at Manhattan Bridge. What is it? Brooklyn Bridge? I can't remember. What do I even go over the road for though? Trailer heads means it's time to go over here. And we go in our super safe lane that's really difficult to stay on because it's very narrow. Has its either side. Well, apparently I've managed to actually send the car in a straight line, which is pretty difficult to do. I am drifting over into that lane though. Okay, after that point it's pretty much fine. No more water hazard. That's not the handbrake button. This is going to miss out on the record by maybe 30 seconds-ish. so clearly the record is for the taking. But of course my goal isn't to beat the record, it's to get an actual good time. See, I should be able to save, what, by my about 10 minutes off this run. This run. Seems believable to me. Okay. So, yeah, only about 20 seconds slower than the current record. 35, 29. Nothing to write home about. But the first run in Brooklyn Bridge. I would like to just probably go straight into the next one. So I have a space to work against, which I always like having. And hopefully a bit more comfort with the actual controls of the game, you know. So I think it's just F3 to load the save state. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that right now. Okay, so now back to the beginning. That's how it works. Gotta press it again. Ah, sick. What's reset? Control. So yeah, I forget what I have to do here. I gotta change the muscle car all the way to the left, right? That's tab. I'll get it eventually. Doesn't help that the buttons feel stiff. I don't know why they feel so stiff. Probably because the control hasn't been used in a while.
Ready?
But really, this unresponsive?
Start your engine.
Okay, so the goal is to beat my previous run and ideally beat the record. All I need to do is not fail gunpowder. Isn't exactly the hardest thing anyone's done on this game, so yeah. 30 minutes might be a little challenging, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll necessarily get it, you know, this run or the next run that goes for a while. Well, I'd like to see some steady progress, you know. I don't necessarily want a 25-minute run right now. And as I referred to earlier, the lack of the slog of shadow means that this is just so much more appealing. You just sit down and play when bored or something. I do wonder if I should shift the NSX up like one peg for the top speed. I feel like that would probably be better. I'm not sure. I've never done a like true test of how much time it saves on any given mission changing the acceleration. Because it's not so much about how fast one completion takes, it's the average time it takes. I'm gonna keep screaming pay attention as if I'm not paying attention. Just trying my absolute damnedest to not hit anything, which I think I've been successful with so far. Oh, I've hit something, but I don't think it's slowed me down. Good. Just want to spawn a car right where I need to be. Lucky this time. This corner is always much later than I expect it to be. Okay, now avoid the barrels. I can see them. So slam, and hopefully don't waste too much time. Should be actually a pretty good start to this run. 20 seconds. Only 21 seconds. Actually, mood was okay. Last time, I suppose. Wasn't terrible. 21 seconds on the first split. Takeaway, we've got time to save. You know, that's what I like to see. I like to see time save. Yeah. Not just playing against nobody. I mean, what I would really love is some actual competition in this game, but I suppose that's something too much to ask. Just a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because it's like, hey, I'm going to force you. I'm going to try to force you to play this game that you're probably not interested in, just so I can play it and beat you. It's not really very appealing for many people. I don't know. Once again though, having really good splits isn't always fantastic, because it means that you're always going to be behind. So that mood, with it being the first split, it's kind of frustrating. Because I'll likely be behind on any given run. Because I don't think I hit anything that slowed me down, which is very rare for mood, actually. Okay. Well, if I don't hit anything on takeaway, that would be novel. Slow down enough. Yeah, yes, new gold split versus the one other attempt I've had. But to be fair, that may be the fastest I've ever done mood in any category. I would anticipate that near enough every split should be gold in this run. Maybe not fire. Everything else though, at least it shouldn't be far off. Man, like what even is that? Not enough to just hit the car, I gotta get rear-ended by something else. I don't even know what that was. I mean, the day I complete takeaway completely cleanly. The last I ever played the game. Oh, trust me, this one will be gold. The last one was so terrible. That little blue Sour Patch Kid. I don't think I recognize that name, should I? Oh my gosh. Sorry for looking away. Actually, come to think of it, maybe I've lost too much time on this mission already. Okay, I'll at least go the correct way this time. What is with the lag in this section? Okay, yeah, you're right. This one isn't gold either. Dear me, that was poor. Oh crap! I pressed tab. Well, that kind of voids the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and
All right,
undo that,
let's go out.
and I'm going to change some of these binds because that is not something I want to do again. What the hell is the reset button? Control. Yes, update the times, please. So now I've got to update PCSX2 again. Hotkeys, right. Turbo, right, just... What could I have it? I'll make it the print screen button, I guess. It's something I would never press. There, page up is now fast forward. Page down can be pause. I don't think anything else is gonna matter. Okay. So now hopefully pressing pause space doesn't do anything. And what was the other one? Tab? Doesn't do anything. Okay, good. I may be the person that's played Runabout 3 the most, honestly. I would be surprised if I wasn't at least in the top 10. But like, who the hell knows anything about that? Okay, now what I'm gonna do is adjust. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, what the hell do I want to do? Reset can be control and start can now be space again. Okay. So we had a... Actually, it's not going to set me back at all because I didn't finish the run. But it means that I'm probably not going to get gold on this one. Anyway. From the top. Oh my gosh, my menu is just shocking. It doesn't have... I mean, these buttons, man. That's what happens when you don't use a controller for like 6 months.
Ready?
Okay, I think it was a 3... It must have been a 324. No way it'd be that fast. If it's anywhere near that fast, that'd be fine with me. This game's on PS2, yeah. I mean, it's emulated, which is allowed for this leaderboard. And this is obviously the Japanese version. You see all that Japanese text because it runs quicker. This game was never released in America, despite being set in America. I think that might have had something to do with like the Twin Towers, because of it being set in New York. A bit touchy for them, maybe. Oh gosh. Huh. Perhaps. I do love this soundtrack, like. I mean most of the things I like about this game is because I played it when I was so young. I think I said before, you know, if I played this game for the first time, like today, I highly doubt I would have anything to say about it. But you know, nostalgia's a powerful thing. But to be honest, a lot of the connotations I have with this game now aren't even nostalgia driven. More games should do that though, like having a different song for every mission. Like Battletoads did the same thing, and I like that game a lot too. Maybe there's a link for Well, I say I like Battletoads, I never really played it. Much too difficult for me. Okay. Well, can we call that a barrel boost? Probably not. Come on. Come on. Any day now. So yeah, pales in comparison to the 324, but should still be nice. What the hell is that lag? Is that because of the live split? Okay. Managed to skip the cutscene at least. This is barely going to be quicker. Well, that's okay.
Okay, party time.
As I say, with this being so early into the category,
Good to good. Wow.
I'm not bothered about the runs being small
Ready?
improvements. Not at all.
Start your engine.
I trust that 30 minutes will happen eventually. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Go! Are you ready?
Mission 2 is Shadow. Now, Shadow is almost a complete auto-scroller that lasts in-game time 13 minutes. Oh, that was a mistake. But real time, more like 18 minutes, because of the game being very laggy and rarely runs at 100% speed. Wow, this is the second time this happened in this one. So, 13 minutes, no skill. The only variations are RNG, such as traffic lights, and the questions you get, because the format of the mission is you have to shadow someone, that's the name, and you asked a question at the end about what they did. And there are 5 total different questions that you can be asked, depends on where they stop. They'll stop, I think, twice on the easiest version of the mission, which is what we do in any percent. But it just sucks to play it, basically. It's yeah, as you say, it's really, really bad. You can't speedrun it. I have done any percent enough, like a while ago, and so the time for that currently stands at 43 minutes 30 seconds. But it's just no fun. You're probably not going to gain or lose much time in Shadow either way. But to lose time on a mission that long and it's completely out of your control, it's just a load of rubbish, to be honest. We're lucky that it's actually mission 2, because say it was like mission 6, we wouldn't be able to have a save file with it already completed. So it's a nice quirk. There is actually a mission we don't do in any percent, which is Breakthrough, because to unlock Breakthrough you need to do every mission on every difficulty. So whoever came up with the category decided that that was just too much to ask for an any percent, because it basically becomes a, 100% nearly. And to be honest, I agree with how the category is.
Get out of the way! Clear the road! Sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
Okay, I think this takeaway has been better besides the very beginning. Just need to not be in Egypt here. Okay, thank goodness I avoided those barrels. Still, I remember that being a lot easier, that specific roadwork section. I don't remember having that much trouble with it, so maybe I'm forgetting something. Or maybe I just haven't played this game that much in recent times. Okay. Gonna be actual time loss here. That's just gotta be because of the beginning crash. Honestly, most of the time save isn't necessarily in these first two missions. We're looking at gunpowder and steelback, pretty much. No, I should say like literal minutes.
Goody.
Steelback isn't necessarily going to be better, but gunpowder will be.
All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
Okay then. Let's do cabbie, which is nice and quick. Always aim for about 2 minutes in cabbie, in-game time.
All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
Why does it lag so much in this specific spot? Is it like the number of buildings it has rendered? I can understand that the cobbles might slow the game down, but this other stuff, it's the same stuff as everything else. You know, I never did. I tried to play Runabout 1 on emulator 2, but I never did. I think I played it for like 10 minutes and it wasn't running correctly because stupidly I was running the PS1 game on the PS2 emulator, which didn't work properly. But I never played Runabout 2, 1 or the 3DS version. I don't know how common they were over here. Clearly this game was released in the UK and was in enough shops and common enough that I would have got it back then. So I don't know how they compare to Runabout 3. I can't imagine I would like them more. Come on. Because Runabout 3 has the unique object list feature. I'm sure that the way the missions work is pretty much the same. Oh wow, don't flip me. I think the like Runabouts 1 and 2 were probably more well received than this one. My gosh, the lag is atrocious. Oh wow, gold. How remarkable.
Goody. All right. Let's go out and kick some butt.
The back-to-back any percent run of the whole series. That would be interesting. I mean, I'd have a lot to learn about the other games. I don't know, I can't imagine they're very popular speed games. But they're probably more competitive than this one. That'd be an interesting thing to see how realistic a record break on any of the other runabouts would be. Because, I mean, it's trivial on this game because there's just no competition. Just a couple of people submitting runs years ago. No optimization or anything. That's another thing. I know Ari sort of making that novelty suggestion for the speedrun, but the thing is with this game is that there is pretty much no limit to the number of runs you can do, which is true of any game, but I had ideas before to do like any percent runs in each vehicle, if it's even possible. Because that would be interesting to see just how quickly you could do the game in, say, the boat, and how that would compare to a run like doing a one in the F1 car. But that's something that's probably only interesting to me, to be honest. I still think my favourite thing I did was that 100% route, which was really pretty well thought out, to be honest. The thing is with the 100% though is that it's just, for me, I know it's, you know, actual speedrunners dive head first into like hour-long runs, but I don't have the time. The fact that 100% is, you know, like 4.5 hours is just a bit too much for me to be doing on a given Sunday, you know. Yeah, definitely. I almost think it'd be, say I had a couple of hours to kill or something, it would be like, oh, I could play this game if I had nothing better to do. Half an hour, 8 mission game. Bit of variation in the missions. Unfortunately, plenty of RNG in the next mission, but otherwise it's pretty much just drive as fast as you can. Okay, now if I don't make the same mistake as last time, we'll be saving a good 3.5 minutes here. So yes. Oh, that's just pretty funny to see. Won't be seeing any sort of time saves like that ever again. Okay, Steelback. Steelback is awful. I don't like it at all. I don't like the mission itself. I don't like how it derails so many speedruns of this game. I think the lag sucks. Last run wasn't great, wasn't the worst I ever saw, but I should be able to save some time here. But it's not up to me.
We're flying now.
I need to get used to that menuing as well. Not that it matters, you know, it's like a secondary to save. Oh, come off it, would you? That's probably another thing that sucks about Steelback. At the very beginning, you got to jump off a ship. How are you supposed to do that without crashing? You know. Okay. What was thinking of that corner? Very strange. And the reason I zoomed out the map will become clear when we see these trucks on the map, although apparently they're miles away again. 2,300 meters? Like, that is as far away as you can get. They don't have to be that far away. Look at this. Where the hell are they? Wow, look at that guy. Oh, that's only one as well. Alright, there's another. I don't even know where the last one is. Must be at Grand Central Station. So the overall map isn't massive on Runabout 3. But each mission has, you know, different sections locked off, and there's no setting to just do an overall free roam, which is a shame because I would have loved that. But yeah, I can't imagine it's like a particularly accurate representation of New York, but they clearly put a bit of effort into it. Alright, I gotta do a bit better than this. This is lucky, by the way. You have to find this specific truck in order to complete the mission. And as far as I can tell, there's just no way to tell which one is the good one. Not from the map. Alright, so I'm going to save time here too. At least I think I will. Oh yeah, this would be gold. Not the best steelback I've seen though. They can spawn as close as like right here. Which is why there's always going to be time saving this mission really. After this mission, the last three weren't bad really, so they may not be gold. You know, if I'm saving somewhere like 4 minutes, probably gonna get like a 31:30 maybe. Still should be plenty of time. Just need to not screw up the re-entry, which I thought I was going to do last time, so be careful. Another thing this game could do with is the ability to look left or right. Very useful for that corner in particular. Okay. So it's a little bit scary, but we should be fine. I always like going into that view because it just feels safer. Yeah, 4 minutes ahead. Pretty decent steelback. If the trucks were closer, that would have been nice, but you get what... I'll take what I'm given. I won't be saving any time on fire. That run was really good last time. So yeah, probably, hopefully faster than 32 minutes this time. I would be happy with that. Which would be a world record. Not that that's saying that much, with only 2 submitted runs ever. I should think about moving. I mean, if and when it gets more, you know, optimized, I should think about moving steel back to mission 3 instead of 5, because that isn't going to be, you know, the ultimate run killer. Steel back goes badly, you're done for. It's also pretty useful that you can just ignore the spike strips if you go quick enough. I don't think that's what happens in real life. In fact, I don't even know if they're spike strips, they're more like launch pads, to be honest. I just call them spike strips because that's what the police would usually put out to stop a joyrider. Well, they don't pop your tyres. Okay, I had a bit of an unlucky hit from the fire extinguisher there, but that's okay. Just minor time at the end of it, in fact. Yeah, like lost a second.
Goody. Good job. We're flying now.
Okay, now for a mission devoid of any go faster spike strips. Rescue. Oh yeah, well, I might as well reset, to be honest, you know, losing a second on a mission like that. What am I playing up? So rescue, the ideally no restarts. Might not be possible.
Clean this up, will ya?
Come on.
Go!
Not the best spawn. Just needs to not be the worst. And it's the worst. Same thing that happened last time. The number of times that happens is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever had a run on like any percent or this that hasn't had one restart in. Just don't do it again. Oh, for goodness sake, man. You just can't have that. You can't do that with spawn. That spawn loses you like a minute straight away. Do me a favour and don't spawn him there a third time, okay? Oh, this is unbelievable. This sucks, yeah. This mission just straight up sucks. This is particularly unlucky because there are 3 different spawn points. There we go. He's got the best one now. So me doing those restarts has been better than me just sucking it up and doing the slow route, because this is like really quick in comparison. But yeah, between Steelback and this mission, there's enough RNG to be pretty annoying when it gets optimized. Definitely. Okay. Which is why, you know, some sort of manipulation would be, quote, the holy grail of this game speedrunning anyway. Number 1, find out a way to force this guy to spawn in there every time. Number 2, figure out a way to identify the correct truck and Steelback straight away. So, yeah. Also, like a while ago, I saw this guy. This guy would often screw me at this point, and he would not give you enough opportunity to actually rescue the hostage. So I gotta be careful. I've not seen that happen in a while though. Needless to say, if you hit the kidnapper's car while he has the hostage in it, you just automatically fail the mission. So that's say goodbye to your run. But that's the end of the RNG in this run, and there's only one mission left, which is Crash. So, Crash, I'll give it a pretty generous 5 minutes. I don't know how long it took last time. 4:40? No, a lot longer than that. 5:30, 5:40. Yeah, I mean, Crash maybe about 5.5 minutes then is the more realistic thing. So we're not going to beat 30 minutes here, especially if I'm going to crash for no reason. But I should have a chance to beat 32 minutes. Yeah, I didn't need a crash though. So you see, I only had 1 restart previously, and I'm not losing that much time. So I think it sucks, but restarting, you just gotta do it. You can't accept the crappy spawn. It's just a shame that it seems to want to give you that one more often than not.
Clean this up, will ya?
Alright, home stretch. If I don't fall into the water, it's gonna be a clear PB and world record. So, good start. Well, good second run, I suppose. Still, loads of things to improve upon, which is the way I like it. What was the worst thing that happened in this run? None of the missions were terrible. Maybe, I mean, mood. We know there's at least another 20 seconds there. Takeaway, I lost time on. Lost a second on fire, sure. Then rescue, obviously, the RNG. Steelback could have better RNG. You know, what is a perfect run of this game? You hit absolutely no cars that you don't need to hit. You get perfect RNG. And that's pretty much it, really. As far as driving lines and the likes are concerned, yes, you can drive a bit quicker, but that's like the last thing I would think about. Also, maybe manual transmission. I don't know how much that would help. Changing the stats. That could have been worse. Yeah, seeing if adjusting the stats of the cars would change anything. But of course, the more adjustments to the stats I make, the more menuing time there's going to be. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the other side of the road now instead of teetering on the edge. Just great, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I just don't like driving along the pavement. It just feels too risky to me. But what do I know? Apparently there's plenty of trees to hit in the median anyway. Also, is there any way to skip this cutscene? I don't think so, but that would be a good time save too. So yeah, how far away is... I mean, we're going to be about 2 minutes off. 30 minutes. Is there 2 minutes worth of time save in this run? There's gotta be, I think. Would that be hard to execute, or is it just RNG? I mean, how much time did I lose at rescue there? 3 restarts? It's gotta be close to a minute alone. All these trees, man. I need to not ignore these trees. You can go through them, but they still screw you up a bit. This has not been a great mission. Normally drive a bit better than this, gotta say. Just try not to make it any worse. Over 30 minutes, so at this point I would want to be done. Alright. I only ever saw one car ever spawn in this lane, and it was a fire truck. So that must be a sort of special spawn. It's kind of weird, like, why would they make this lane completely empty only after this point? But it just seems to be true. Huge lag spike. Could beat 32 minutes, maybe. That's a really bad corner. This game, I wouldn't say I found it necessarily. It was just a... I suppose some people already did speedrun it, so thank them. Okay, we're going to be 32 minutes, definitely. Not 31:30, but that doesn't really matter. Or the empty lane. Yeah, I was going to say, not that special, it's just a damn racing game. But I don't even think learning about finding that empty lane thing had anything to do with speedrunning. It was more because on this game there are some missions that require you to complete it causing $0 worth of damage. So obviously that there's nothing to hit there. I think it came about from that as opposed to anything else. But obviously it helps that you don't have to dodge any traffic on the speedrun either. Okay, 31:45. The record, as it stands. That was about as quick as the previous crash, which I can't really believe because that felt really slow. But yeah, world record. Now, I'll probably just start again immediately. Maybe I'll do Steelback third this time. But you have to do mood first because you want the NSX. You can't really... You can do rescue in front of fire, but I don't really see the point of that. Maybe I should actually. But that's gonna screw my splits up, isn't it? Something to consider. I mean, because it's not optimized right now, I'll just stick with this route. Not that it's much of a route, just order. But okay. One thing... Is there anything I want to test here? Come on. What's wrong with the D-pad? Oh my gosh. It's taking me multiple presses. I don't think there's anything I want to test per se. Definitely not on fire. Nothing on crash. I mean, there was an interesting thing I had about crash, like what happens if you ignore the thingamabob, but it doesn't really matter. So, start again. See you later. That data's gone. And in a moment, I will do another run. I'll hopefully beat that previous run because there's still plenty of mistakes, you know. I definitely think I'm getting used to driving the cars again. And I'll never forget the routes, so yeah. Okay. If the D-pad worked, maybe, that would have been nice. I don't think any of the missions were perfect, were they? Also load time. I don't know if load time makes a difference. I don't think it does. Because as I say, fire was basically exactly the same. Or you gotta use first person. So previously when I started doing any percent, I was doing it in third person. And there's so much lag, and that was a sort of the question at the beginning. Well, how could I possibly reduce the lag in this game? And I just decided to try doing it in first person, figuring that it doesn't have to load your car, so it'll probably run faster. And that happens to be true. So to drive and to not use first person is you losing like minutes. It's straight away. Minutes of this run. It saves that much time. I don't know about bumper cam or bonnet cam. Yeah, you gotta use first person in this game. I suppose it isn't first person, it's more bumper cam, right? Yeah, I was about to say, it's a sort of GoldenEye lag reduction trick. The only difference is I'm not pointing the camera in a specific direction, I'm just changing the camera. I'm sure there are probably more ways to reduce lag. Like, I would have thought loading in as few vehicles as possible would probably reduce lag, but I don't know how you can't control that. You know? The game is laggy. I can't think of anything else I could possibly do to reduce the lag in this game. And to be fair, at this point it's only like a few choice moments that are particularly laggy. I don't know how this emulation compares to console either. Yeah, turning less. I mean, like you say, there's not much I can do about having to turn. But I imagine that would be a thing too, you know. You can see the game lag a little bit if you do a particularly sharp turn, or a lot of braking too, actually. Braking really lags the game. Collisions lag the game, but they slow you down in both ways, so it's doubly bad when you get a crash you don't need to. But to be honest, it's less about lag now, and it's more about sussing out if there's any way to handle the RNG. I personally don't really want to switch to manual transmission. Oh, come on, there we go. Not terrible. Only one major crash there. Those crashes at the end are to save some time here, because there are 3 different cutscenes you can get at the very end. And that's the quickest one, if you finish the mission with just a little bit of damage. Also, true holy grail, replay skip. I don't know how you could do it, but if you could avoid those replays, you're saving a lot of time. Come on, man, this D-pad driving me mental. Because for every single mission you gotta wait for it to fade into the replay, wait for the thing to start. yeah, $1,000. But yeah, there are a few things that could theoretically maybe be discovered about this game that would reduce the time by minutes. Okay, let me try to do this mission half decently. Takeaway, honestly, for being the first mission in the game, is pretty difficult. You're just oncoming the entire mission. So mood, I could have saved like another 10 seconds on that, but to be honest, it was pretty fine. As long as my crash is here, don't total the waste of time I had at the beginning last time. Should be fine here too. Maybe even get that illustrious gold. I think my whip around was pretty bad last time too. Or maybe it wasn't. That was pretty good though. Completely forgot about that police car. Don't know how I could. Yeah, this is definitely harder than Mood. I think I was thinking earlier, like maybe Mood's the hardest mission. There's no way. This is brutal. You got the roadworks at the end and you've got all this. You just gotta have pretty good reflexes. Because the render distance isn't amazing either. Taking hell. Like, why has the building got a jut out, huh? It was actually not too bad. Got a 360 out of it. Okay, I gotta maybe be a bit more safe in this first roadworks bit because I don't remember it as well as I thought I did. I made the same mistake. What? I'm going to look at that after this, because I swear that is not that difficult, that part. Like, this is the part that's supposed to be difficult, but I haven't been doing it at top speed. Okay. One more corner. Well, that's a parked car. Same time. Still not gold. My first run of takeaway was not good. I really don't think it was. It's just I haven't had a single good run. Okay, I'm gonna do cabby next. Dude! What is wrong with the buttons? I'm pretty sure I messed up Cabby too as well.
Let's go out and kick some butt.
Not substantially ahead. I mean, the thing is with this run is that it could all go in steelback. There is some recourse still because rescue was obviously had 3 restarts. But getting a bad steelback is it's not fun. And the only thing I want this run to be is fun, so that's not really good. Okay, lucky collision. Get out of here. There's that huge lag spike all about. They always spawn something in this corner too, to block you. Doesn't matter if it's going your direction or the other direction, there's always just something in the way. Okay. Surely I can do this a bit better than I've done previously. Through the middle, to the right, the middle, to the left. It's as simple as that. Avoid the barrels. This thing handles like a badge, I swear. You wouldn't think a taxi would be that bad. Damn, I think the lag might have bit me a bit there. What the hell are you playing at? Thought I'd be saving some time there, but I think the lag was pretty bad.
Goody.
Still, not really losing any time.
All right.
Gunpowder, not much to say about.
Let's go out and kick some butt.
I don't like that I have to be hesitant in the menus too, because of the D-pad not working. As soon as you load the wrong mission, that's it. Select the wrong car.
Clean this up, will ya?
What is this? I'm sorry, what is this? Blocking the entire road. Take the mic. Oh, this corner isn't normally this bad. Oh yeah, I wonder if taking the ramp would actually be quicker. I can't imagine it would be much quicker if it is. But taking the ramp doesn't mean you blow up from the gunpowder, at least. after the school bus. There we go. Half decent gunpowder. Not the best I've seen. I feel like there's been quite a bit of lag too. Look at this. Well, why are we running at 22 FPS? Just don't. Knowing if the lag is consistent would be pretty useful too. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not running anything I shouldn't be. At least I'm streaming, but I have been streaming all the time, so... Okay, I would expect maybe to be about evens. But I think I'm going to lose some seconds here. Always seems to have more gunpowder. Surely I didn't lose 8 seconds over that, right? Still ahead though. I mean, Steelback is where the real time savers. The RNG missions weren't perfect last time. But of course, Steelback wasn't that unlucky last time. The trucks may have been far away, but I did find the correct one straight away, too. In any case, we'll face the music.
We're flying now.
I just need it to not be really much worse than the previous. It doesn't have to be amazing. That was alright. Seen better. Oh. That is more or less mandatory. Unless you get super lucky. One of the guys is two kilometers away. Why was he showing up so early? None of them are close again. What is this? I've not seen them close today. This guy's like 1,000 meters away. Come in my direction. 2 of them. I mean, that's good. Right. No funny business, please. Rather than turn the corner today. No, no. Might turn this next corner. Ah, Dan wasn't in the way, man. Oh, I think we're lucky again. Now, this is the kind of Steelback you want. He'll turn left, but that's fine. If I could get this close. Lucky. So that'll be a difficult Steelback to beat now. Of course, plenty of mistakes everywhere else. So, 2 minutes. Doesn't take 2 minutes to get back. Could be quite far ahead after this. Provided rescue doesn't go worse, which it probably won't. This could be a good run. 30-minute potential? Maybe. Maybe not. I can't tell. There's actually nothing wrong with going in the earlier hatch here, so okay, I don't want to be in this view. Just avoid the planes. Yeah, so basically the game runs at like a permanent 28 FPS. I'm third person. That's nice gold. 50 seconds ahead. So we just need to save like another 50 seconds, 55, which is possible.
We're flying now.
Hopefully fire will go as good as it has been going. It's down to RNG. I mean, rescue's an easy gold if it goes right. Neither of my completed ones have been good.
We're flying now.
I'm starting to think 25 minutes might be a reach. But I don't know why. Maybe Shadow doesn't take a whole 18 minutes. Okay, I can be to the left much earlier than I actually go. There's not really anything in the way. The thing is, even though I know how these spike strips work, I always feel a bit worried about going over them directly. Nicer hit this time, maybe. Oh yeah, just about. Keep it wide. Nice. Yep, good. Fire, I would hope is a pretty consistent split, you know, not really losing or making any time. It's not a deal breaker. It's probably possibly the least important mission in the whole game. All right, this is the decider. How good is this one going to be? Is it even going to record? If he's in the middle or the beginning, that's okay. I'll roll with it. I just hope, for once, he's not in the worst spawn immediately, because I've had that every time.
Clean this up, will ya? Go!
Oh, this is good. This is good news. He might drive slow, but this is perfect RNG. Try and concentrate and crash then. Could drive slowly, which means it's not absolutely perfect, but that's out of my control. He slowed down, you see. I don't know why he does that. Still, this is going to be substantially quicker than the previous. It should be. Gee, there's so many levels of RNG, or what I perceive to be RNG in this run. Like, it's not just getting the right spawn, it's making sure this guy doesn't drive as slow as he is now, which I have no idea how to do anything about. Okay, fingers crossed I don't get screwed here. That'll be some pretty atrocious luck. If he does a juke, which I'm always going to be worried about. Alright, no juke. That's what we're looking for. Right. Now it's up to me. I don't know if it's this. This is probably 30 minutes stead because Crash wasn't great. So if that goes like relatively cleanly, it might happen. Come on, man. That was a risk going that way. That was unnecessary. Could have been worse, but just no need for it. Kidnapper's car's right on me too. Such a stupid crash. I did not need to do that. It's alright. Handle it, handle it. 1.5 minutes off. See, I need to be 145 ahead. There's got to be at least 12 seconds worth to save and crash. So, we'll see.
Clean this up, will ya?
The thing is though, that this run as a whole has had good luck. Okay, just one more bit of menuing. Right.
All right.
Leaves me with about 450.
Let's go out and kick some butt. Now!
Yeah, about 447. I'm saying these numbers as if I know how long Crash normally takes, but I don't. Alright. Just keep it clean and it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be the fastest driving in history. There were a lot of mistakes in the previous Crash. Sure, come on, man. Bus jump scare right there. Right. Oh, I had a mistake like after this corner as well, didn't I? I think I'm timidly going to stick with the pavement. I just hit it. With a fishtail and so easily on this game. Right. Good first half. 3 minutes to get to the end. I'm sure it can happen.
Hey, it's him again.
What do I need to do? There's some road works, I think, after the little twist in the road. I'm just going to play it safe, I think. I'm fairly sure if I keep it clean, this is going to be very doable. Alright. Don't want to be in this lane. Go. Hot dog car is passed. This is about where the roadworks are, isn't it? Yeah, right. Safe lane. Yeah, so look, this lane's going to be completely empty now. In fact, is it that cars just spawn in the middle? Because I'd probably prefer the rightmost lane. Oh my gosh, keeping a car in a straight line, it just doesn't happen in this game. I'm on the edge. Okay. Does it take a minute to get to the end? I don't think so. It's pretty clean. Nah, this has got to be it. Great. That's perfect crash until that cab showed up. It's not going to be by loads, but I think this is going to be our 30-minute already. Just don't hit the bulldozer. Or the old taxi. There we go. It's going to be by, like, moments. Less than 10 seconds. But that is that. For the initial goal. 29.53. Pretty good. Great RNG. Some missions... I kind of had a slow start this run, didn't I? Takeaway wasn't good.
Goody, bonus chip. Good job.
So that's it, sub 30. We've got a sub 45 in any percent. Sub 30 in any percent on mission 2. So, yeah, some notably more lag than usual. I think the worst part of that run was probably takeaway. Yeah, I mean, look, the final four. The final four missions there, I couldn't really have asked for more. But that last mistake on Crash was about the only thing that went wrong. And he could have driven faster in rescue. But that is a great second half to that run. So... I'm satisfied with that, I've got to say. Might be interesting to do a sort of comparison to see just how good it is. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a run where I change the NSX's stats to be higher top speed. This is going to be an experimental run. But before I do that, I am going to look to take away because I don't know what the hell I was playing at. Actually, this will give me a chance to see. I wanted to sort of set that up as the NSX. Not really much point changing the cab because you only drive it once in a more or less inconsequential mission, to be honest. Cabby and fire is sort of short and they're pretty normal. So this is with a higher top speed, so we should hit something like 280. I feel like the acceleration isn't that much noticeably slower either. What do I know? The only thing is, it's going to be even harder to avoid the cars in takeaway now. I don't really know what any of the other stats do. Because you can adjust the tyres, I think, the suspension. But I don't think there's anybody out there that knows what they do, you know what I mean? So I'll be damned if I can figure it out. Clearly the suspension just lowers you, I don't think it makes any difference. The brakes, I mean, maybe it makes it sharper. But I've got to figure that the current more or less stock tuning isn't going to be the fastest. This feels fast. It feels faster. I mean, it literally is faster, but I don't feel that much more difficult besides that extremely aggressive crash I had earlier. Okay, like what the hell is going on at this part? Where do I just want to go all the way to the left? That's not going to work. I think I'm maybe just... Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. So the setup of this is... I want to be to the left. This, I mean, this isn't a... I will start the timer when I'm actually doing the run. This is just me testing the sort of route. So it's the opposite slalom. I think I got it. I think that was all I wanted to see. Okay. Let's do it again. With slightly faster NSX. These Japanese buttons. I really don't see why they needed to have the buttons be in a different orientation to anywhere else, but... Okay, what the hell is it? Spacebar? Alright, thank you. I'll see you later.
Ready? Start your engine. Go!
I don't know if I'm hoping that it just automatically saves a lot of time or not. I mean, it would be good. I suppose, because it means I would be able to get a quicker time, but... Actually, is there any scenario in which I wouldn't want it to save time? What am I talking about? Of course I want it to be quicker. It's automatic time save. That was super lucky. I'm honestly not sure how that worked out. Probably want to be in the middle there. So yeah, Crash, it's sort of... I swear I tested it before though, and some of those cars did spawn in the right-hand lane. Maybe I'm misremembering. But that right-hand lane is probably nicer than the left one. For the end of it. Of course, well. I much prefer the first hit working like, but that's okay. Still another time save, my mood wasn't bad last time. Oh yeah. Come on. What's with the capitals as well? I think the analog sticks maybe doing something, has something to do with that. Okay, now I need to remember to change the stats. Okay. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. Thing is, if I get a clean takeaway, then it's not really going to be very indicative because, well, takeaway has been bad every single time. Still, for a mission like this, where a lot of the time you're just going full throttle, I feel like it must be faster. Run back. Steel back out there. There's a lot of straightaway on steel back. Maybe rescue. I mean rescue doesn't really matter. Ah, you can't be missing that, buddy. Hope the rest of it goes okay. That's the problem with first person too. Perspective is limited. Both of them. Ugh. Unclean is how I would describe that. Not like beyond forgivable, but could have been a lot better. Those mistakes maybe total the amount of time wasted from having crashes. Don't know. It always feels so quick. It's the thing, I'm gonna have to slow down a lot more, which almost defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Otherwise, you just gotta get good. Ah! Why did I go for it? Oh, yeah. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, I want to be left side. I want to see this ambulance. There it is. That is actually difficult. Don't hit the barrels. Ah, you damn son of a gun. How the hell does it happen? At least I was headed the right direction. This mission is just difficult. With that number of mistakes, I thought I would be further behind. Maybe this is the way to go. And oh my gosh, what is that lag? What is that lag? Basically, even Stevens was just better than I would have expected. Takeaway, man. I don't think I've ever done takeaway very well in a run. Kick up is the same as it was. Gunfire will be telling. I think there was some lag issues, but if I'm like substantially ahead with a clean gunpowder, fire will also be telling.
Let's go out and kick some butt.
I would have thought maybe increasing the speed would have helped with this section, but I must say there are a lot of corners in this point. Always something on that corner. Doesn't feel like it should take a minute from this point, but I guess it kind of does. Okay, yeah, middle right, middle left. Just like Volkmeyer's Inferno. Am I about to save loads of time on Cabby? What? I mean loads, but substantial time. Considering it's not nothing right all about. I don't know. 11 seconds.
Goody.
Okay, gunpowder. Don't need to change anything, just change the
All
cup.
right. Let's go
There's
out
still a
and
lot
kick
of
some
time in this. The fact that takeaway, you know, there's just so many mistakes in takeaway. Idiot! Why did I have to change the buttons? Anyone that grew up in this country will be spamming X, not circle. I have to force my mind to press circle.
Clean this up, will ya? Go!
Okay. Well, that was an automatic like 6 or so seconds maybe. Can't have been more than 10. So basically all that time I made up on Cabby was just wasted before I even started the next mission. But we'll see what the top speed does to time. With so much of it being straight line, I feel like it's timing them better. I really do. The acceleration, I mean, it is only marginally slower. It barely feels different at all. Whereas the top speed is a full 40 kilometers per hour.
Danger! Clear the area!
Really, those trash bags should be the only thing I ever hit on Gunpowder. Incidental stuff, sure. aggressive handbrake. Yeah, he'll be alright. Something crashed there? I think this saves a decent amount of time. So the next question is, we're changing it to all the way, like lowest acceleration, make it even better. I don't know. But this looks like it's saving time. I mean, I made a huge error by backing out the mission and saving what, 20 seconds. Right, Steelback is probably where this run ends anyway, because I would need that really good luck I had before.
Clean this up, will ya?
I do wonder if the car being that much quicker would help out, though. It's all luck, this, like... I'll get to the trucks quicker, but... that much quicker?
We're flying now. Whoa!
You can actually see how far the trucks away are right at the beginning, but... that's not really helpful. That ambulance is not where I thought it was. If the steelback goes good, that's pretty good news for this run too. There's no reason why it has to go badly, it's just likely. I mean, no trucks nearby right now. Are any coming towards me? Oh, they're miles away. One of them's a kilometre. Just going up the road. That's pretty bad. This is why I want to do this mission third. Yeah, hold on. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Ah, this is bad. It has to be this one. And it's not. Where are these guys going? Where are these guys going? Grand Central? This guy's actually coming this way. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? And it's the wrong truck anyway. Shook at me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he's going around Grand Central. It is the worst you can get, where the target truck is doing laps around Grand Central. This is the worst possible luck, which is fantastic, considering last time I had more or less the best possible luck. Yeah, this is This is why runs die at Steelback. I should definitely shift that to third. At least that way I won't have to redo 2 missions at a time. So I'm going to continue this run because I am interested in the time saves, potential time saves on these other missions. But I think this will be the last run for now. Just fine with me. I got my sub 30, which I didn't think I was even going to do. Straight away. So I'm pretty pleased with that. 25 minutes seems like a big stretch, but I'm sure it could be below 29. I think some good work required though. That police spawn at the end must be really rare. So yeah, you lose over a minute. Don't fall into this thing. Yeah, it's 2 minutes pretty much is what you lose on Steelback if you get it as bad as possible, which is what I did. Okay, fire.
We're flying now. Wow.
Should have already finished it.
We're flying now. Wow. Danger! Clear the area! Sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
That's one thing to consider if I'm braking a bit earlier though. Don't want to go slow enough that the spike strips put me over. If this mission doesn't lose time, that's good enough. Pretty good one. Yeah, this has been pretty clean. Looks like it saves maybe a couple of seconds. I don't know if it saves any time on fire. There's a gold, but I think the driving has something to do with that too.
Goody.
Rescue is meaningless.
We're flying now. Wow.
I could get even better RNG, but I doubt that'll happen.
Go!
Get the middle, I'll settle for that. We got the middle. This is completely average. First try middle, which is still pretty good. He drives quickly. That could be one more. I wonder if they keep them out of view and do anything. Probably not. It's almost seeming like I could save time on this mission. If I don't crash. Which is kind of mad. Maybe not. Yeah, bad bounce. He also got straight back in the car, so yeah. I'd almost call that a dupe, to be honest. If this like gets even, then that's really good too. Because it doesn't tell the true story, because I did have a crash. Also, we'll lose like a couple of seconds. It's not bad. Are you kidding me? Last thing I could have hit, basically. Obviously, I won't beat Crash in 100 seconds quicker than I did last time. If I keep it clean.
Clean this up, will ya? Go! All right. Let's go out and kick some butt. Go!
Just... I said keep it clean and then proceeded to crash the first corner. It doesn't tell me anything. still curious what happens if you ignore the stop box. Probably nothing. I don't know if the truck would follow you all the way. So I've got 1 minute to beat my record. Did you have to? Didn't really lose much time. That's about the best collision you can ask for in this game. It's like a traffic check and Burnout 3. Burnout Revenge. Oh no, I didn't record. I can't believe it. Try the right hand one. Test my theory. There's no in this lane either. This is a bit better. You do have that grass verge further away from the lamppost. I suppose you've also got the medians. Yeah, it's just the middle lane. I don't know why they programmed it that way. Yeah. This has not been totally clean, but it may have been good enough as a test. Looks like it's gonna change. If I can make mistakes like that and get the same time, then it's probably worth doing that switch. Same cab. I don't think that's a scripted spawn. Well, I want to say that it saves time putting it up, because I'm going to get, what, this exact same crash with worse mistakes. So, 1 second slower. Yeah, we'll do that from now on, actually. Okay, well now that is going to be it with this category, so I'll go ahead and submit this. And that's that. Pretty unremarkable 31-33. It's all steelback, you know. You take the 2 minutes I lost off steelback and it was a new record. It is RNG. That's why I should definitely do that third. Steelback sucks then, it's only 2 missions you gotta redo, not half the game. Okay, erase that. And I'm gonna close the game. Shut down the virtual machine, and that's gonna be that. So I'll see you all later.